content.
Well, we can talk about some football.
Why not?
I didn't see the game today. The Ole Miss and Penn State.
Ole Miss beat the dog shit out of them.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Daddy and Shauna's been talking about it, and apparently the refs were all on Penn State's side.
Nah, he was right.
Was
there wasn't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. I'm just going by what other people are saying.
I'm not one of those blame the ref kind of people anywhere, though. So.
Unless it's blatant, I ain't.
I mean, I'm not one of those, If it's questionable calls, no, I'm not one of those guys.
Yeah,
unless that referee goes over and kicks somebody in the nuts, I'm not even really going to bitch about it. I would like to see that, though. It would be kind of funny. It would be kind of funny. Ref's like, man, kick him in the nuts.
So who won yesterday?
Between
Missouri and
Ohio State. Missouri won. That was a all defensive battle because it was like 3-0 in the third quarter.
Yeah,
and then
it was like 21.
I don't know the final score. Last I seen it was 14-3 Missouri, but I know Missouri won. So. And
let's see. Florida plays Georgia.
Florida State and Georgia playing right now, and it's a ass whooping.
I just got to be.
That's what I just went and watched. I walked in there, and Georgia had just scored. I come out here, grabbed a beer, talked for you for a minute. You walked outside and got a drink. Went to the restroom. I walked inside. It was 28.
Wow.
So, yeah. And then before I came back out here, it was 35.
And Florida was complaining that they should have been.
Yeah, Florida State was complaining that they should have been in there.
Yeah.
But, I get it. They won all their games. They think they're entitled to it. And, yes, in a way, I guess so. But, it's like the Boise State in the 90s.
Yeah.
They always won all their games. But, they always played Idaho School for the Blind.
Yeah, they're playing high school teams.
No offense to all the blind football teams out there. But, you have your advantages on a home game in the nighttime.
Yeah. So. Is there actually any blind football teams?
I have no idea. It'd be cool if it was.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. I'd watch it.
I would too. I mean, we'd be the only ones watching it.
Yeah. So what have you been watching here lately? What's the most recent things you watched?
Well, I finally finished all the new Doctor Who's, the 3 specials and the Christmas special, and I gotta say, this new Doctor, Keli, I think he's gonna be all right.
Doctor Who. Let me go see if Mark's awake.
Well, you asked what I've been watching.
I asked. It was on me.
Other than that, I haven't really watched anything new. I've been just trying to catch up on everything.
What'd you think about that show I was telling Mark about that Poltergeist show in England that happened in the 70s?
Oh, the Infield.
The Infield Poltergeist.
I hadn't seen it, but there's been numerous podcasts I've listened to about the Infield.
But that Conjuring 2 was about it. And
yeah.
that it's pretty cool because they just hired actors to just basically dub over. They just lip sync.
And you said that was a documentary, right?
It's kind of a documentary. They just lip sync over the actual recordings that the doctor did in the 77, 76, 77, 78, somewhere around in that timeline.
No, that's the one where the little girl.
It's a little girl.
It was 2 of them, wasn't
There's
it?
2 daughters, but mainly one, the youngest daughter.
And they said they had pictures of her levitating and
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they pretty much got like 200 hours recorded of that whole entire incident right there. But it's pretty neat. But it's kind of cool how because I was watching this and then it showed them, it was like they're lip syncing over, and I was watching, like, man, they ain't lip syncing. They're like, that's them talking. And then I see some that was slightly off. I was like, oh, okay. It's like Kung Fu Theater. But it was pretty cool. So what they was doing there.
No, I hadn't watched. Like I said, I hadn't watched the show yet. I did look it up.
I can't remember
after I got whenever y'all was talking about it when I was listening to the podcast. But I ain't done anything but if I ain't been on a tractor or at work, I've been in bed.
I can't remember what streaming service it's on, but
I want to say y'all said it was Apple TV or Prime.
It could be Prime. It might be Max. I'm not sure. I can't really. I can't remember.
Did you watch X-Files?
I never watched X-Files.
Okay. Because they've got another reboot coming out.
Oh, really? Now
yeah.
we'll watch it the next time. I've watched episodes of the X-Files.
Well, I thought it was funny because they tried to redo it in the, early 2000s? 2010, maybe?
It's on Apple TV.
Is it on Apple?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have Apple. I was telling Mark before, I've got to knock out some of the ones I've already got before I get any more.
Yeah, because there's some good ones. Because I'm watching the Monarch Legacy of Monsters.
See, I've been wanting to watch it ever since I first read about it.
That's pretty cool. It's really good. I'm as far as I can get. The episodes come out each Friday, I believe.
Yeah.
And I'm Thursday or Friday. I'm watching 2 episodes that drop a new episode, so I don't know which one. It's Thursday or Friday, but I'm caught up on both of those episodes. Both of those. One of them's the new season 2 of Reacher.
Yeah.
And one of them's.
I started watching the new episode of Reacher.
Hey, who is this guy coming in here while we're doing a podcast? I mean, what is up?
We're recording.
Hey, we're doing a podcast at 3:30.
Good. I'll just edit it when y'all are done.
You told us to come over.
Y'all go ahead and do a podcast.
I forgot what we was talking about. Oh, Reacher.
We were talking about Reacher.
I started watching the first episode of the new season and I fell asleep, which I knew better to start it when I was laying in bed. But I do the first. I guess I watched 10 minutes. I really liked, and I was kind of wondering how they was going to do a second season with, how the first season ended. But since they're all based on books, then I guess
there's
it's just
lots
gonna
of
be like an
different books.
anthology.
Yeah, it's just like one of all the. Who's it? Lee Childs that does all those books.
I think that's who it is.
Yeah. Another thing that I watched, I think it come out a couple of years ago because I think I watched it just right around COVID. Did you watch that? What's that Korean movie called Squid Game?
Yes.
Did you watch that? Did you watch the reality show Squid Game? It's just.
I don't think I watched it.
It's new. It's fairly new.
No, I hadn't watched it.
After the Korean show Squid Game, it's basically a movie about a game,
a reality show game,
that they actually kill you or whatever. Well, spoiler alert, but it's been out a while, so it's not really a spoiler. Well, they made a reality show, and it's the same exact thing. It's Squid Games. They put them in a big dormitory. They play some of the same games.
Is it any good?
It is. I dodged it. I was like, "What? Really?" I'm not. And I just got bored one night, and it is really good.
I may have to go back and check it out.
And it's American. It's not Korean, so there's no subtitles.
Yeah.
But it's really good. So and they have the cash dumping in the big old thing. It's an American show, so it's an American dollar.
Yeah.
So it's cash. I think they filmed it in New York, but it's good. And they're going to do another season too.
I knew they was doing a season 2.
They're going to do a season 2, but you can go to squidgame.com and squidgame.com sign up or something. Squidgamesignup.com is pretty cool. Like they had the red light green light game at the beginning. That was the first one where they did shoot him with a high powered rifle when they even had a big giant doll with her head turning around. So it is.
That big doll was creepy.
That big doll was creepy. They had that the one where they had to lick the cookie. To
make it into a shape
and cut out the shape with the needle.
Yeah,
they had that game and everything. So some of the games were changed. I won't spoil that for the people because it's fairly new. Because they didn't want to make it exactly like. Because a lot of people because they was like referencing the movie a lot in the thing. It's like, okay, we've done this, and in the movie this game was next, so it's got to be this, and then they kind of.
So then they'd mess them up and they'd be like, no,
it's not. And so it's really good. So
I may have to check that out.
But I like reality shows anyway, so it was up my end. But
When it come to reality shows, I like Survivor when it first come out,
I still watch Survivor.
and then I think I found out it was like scripted and fake, and I was like, crap.
They
So I
still
quit
got to build
watching.
fire and swim in the water and
Yeah.
unlock and untie knots.
I used to like watching the Great Race.
No, America. Yeah, I never really watched it or
It
Big Brother.
I used to love Big Brother.
Yeah.
The only reason I like Big Brother though is because I had HBO.
Oh, you had.
I'd watch the Big Brother After Dark.
Oh, okay.
And
So
it made the actual show a lot better.
Because they showed boobies.
Not much.
Oh,
Not much.
sounds so disappointed.
Yeah, well, I was, because when I started watching it, there was some honeys on there, man. But yeah, you didn't. I mean, it just showed them basically just, people living in a
People living in an
big
apartment.
room together. So
But if you were familiar with the show, the Korean show Squid Game, you know that's a really big room they're living in, and they got like triple decker,
yeah.
bunked up beds.
Well, I don't remember how many they started out with, but it was
A lot, well over 100.
yeah,
Yeah.
because each one of them were numbered.
We're going to do a real pop culture Squid Game, and we're going to have.
I don't think we'd last.
We're going to have $5 in a shot glass. Just going to drop in there slowly,
Yeah, I don't think we'd last.
We'd lose our own game.
Yeah. Which that'd be funny.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it would translate well over onto the audio medium.
Oh yeah. We'll make it fun. We'll just make a lot of racket.
Have you were big into audiobooks. You still listening to
I haven't listened
audiobooks?
to any in a while because my employer is not allowed headphones anymore. So
Oh man.
I can't do the headphone thing anymore.
Yeah. I can only, even though I'm in the office, I can only listen. Yeah.
I got a Quidditch.
It come through.
I don't know if it picked up or not. We'll
Yeah.
see.
It picked up.
Be a cool sound effect.
Yeah, I'm the same way at work. Even though I'm in the office, they don't want us using headphones. They said we might miss an alarm
Yeah.
or something. And I'm like, who has got their headphones that loud? Well, plant you work in, you'd have to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can only listen while I'm driving. So I get about an hour and a half in, one way to listen. But Expeditionary Force is the one you told me to listen to.
Oh, that was great.
I'm on book 13. 13 or 14. Man, I love it.
It is so hilarious.
Love it. That guy, R.C. Bray, that does the voice,
Oh yeah.
he is amazing.
He does a lot. He just does a lot of those TikTok voiceovers where people like when they do their little TikToks and like I walked into a room, when it's just
Yeah.
like like narrates for them or whatever. I think that's him.
I don't know. I know
Yeah.
he does at least 10 voices per book.
Oh yeah, he's nuts.
And it's a sci-fi book about space. But I definitely tell people, give it a shot. It is great.
He did the Martian.
Yeah. And I think he also did Project Hail Mary.
I'm looking at his bio now. We don't have our Googler with us.
Yeah, I'm afraid if I was to downsize this, something would happen.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he done the Andy Ware, the Martian. I'm just gonna name off the stuff that we're familiar with. He done a lot. I can't see where he done The other one you was talking about.
Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary.
I don't know if you did or not. It's been a while since I've listened to it. I'm really hoping that he's got a new book coming out soon. Andy Ware. He is a great author.
Oh, yeah, he's got some cool stuff.
But there's a Bobaverse was one of the ones that I started listening to. And his new book drops next year, sometime in 2024, to finish up that whole saga. And man, I've been on pins and needles waiting for it. So it's really good.
All right, let's take a break, hit the pause.
Yeah, we'll take a break.
So did I hear you say something about X-Files earlier? Have you already covered that?
Well, we talked briefly on it. That
Did you find out anything else? Is it in production now, or is it?
let me pull it back up.
So that'll be
real quick.
season 11, right? I think the last one was like 10.
Well, see, this is just it.
And it was real quiet. Like they didn't over.
They didn't overhype it whenever they redid the.
Mm-mm.
But this is a reboot, so I don't know if they're starting all over.
So it may not even have. Is it still going to have Duchovny and?
No Boulder, no Scully.
I don't know.
Well, there was a couple of seasons they were barely in anyway. It was those other people that worked for the X-Files.
Messias, I think, was one of them.
I can't remember. Well, didn't that guy that played the T-1000, wasn't he in the X-Files? No.
I don't think Robert was in it.
Oh, you don't call him Shane?
Who?
You called him something else on the last.
Sean.
Sean, yeah.
I thought it was I thought it was Sean, but no, remember we did that recap.
We did a correction
on the Patreon.
Oh, you know what? I haven't posted our after show yet that me and you did.
Oh.
I was going to ask y'all if you had done one.
We did. We did one.
Did you oversleep? Is that why you didn't post it?
Well, I edited it and posted it that night, the main show, but I didn't. I haven't. I should probably do that before I edit and post this.
But yeah, there's not a whole lot on it. This news come out December 19th. And it's supposed to be the director who directed Black Panther.
Speaking of reboots, they're saying there's going to be another Die Hard movie, but they're assuming Bruce Willis isn't going to be in it, so I guess that would be a reboot.
Yeah, I don't think Bruce Willis knows his name. He's like bad dementia.
Yeah, he's bad. He's got some
Yeah.
kind of bad illness.
Yeah.
We talked about that in one of the other
What is it-
episodes.
what's it called?
Dementia. He's got dementia.
Oh, they were calling it. I thought they were calling it.
It's called
something
it
else.
something dementia. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because he can't remember words or.
Yeah.
So
something
yeah,
like
this will
that.
probably just be a reboot. That'd be hard to pull off without the OG John McClane, though.
Yeah. They pulled off other reboots. They've remade other movies that are great. So they've been remaking movies for years.
Oh yeah, that's
So-
all they do nowadays. So I've read that Aquaman 2 is underperforming at the box office.
I think it's that whole
Superhero
comic
fatigue.
book burnout. Yeah.
They're calling it superhero fatigue. That like the spaghetti westerns, they've overdone it and burned it out. Maybe so. Marvel's backing up. Like they're not canceling, but there's a lot of stuff they're not going to be. They're going to be doing less.
Yeah. Well, it
Basically,
just
to sum it
got
up.
flooded so much every time you turned around. And a lot of it wasn't even canon. It was taking place in what they're considering the alternate universe,
Yeah.
which is great for story and plot lines because you could do anything you wanted, but kind of gets confusing.
It's bad that it's gonna burn out before DC ever really hit their stride.
Yeah. Well, they were so late to the game.
Well, we've talked about it before. They just did it wrong. They're like, hey, here's a Superman movie, here's a Batman movie. Now let's put them together. Now let's do a Justice League movie. But if you go back and look the way Marvel did it, they're like, hey, here's this character most people don't even know about called Iron Man. We're gonna make a kick-ass movie, and then we're gonna slowly build towards something big with the Avengers, and then bring them all together. Yeah, they rushed it. They were like, "Oh, the Avengers are doing good. Let's do Justice League right now."
And I think that's really what hurt Justice League because
it was too soon. We weren't ready. We needed individual movies from every hero and then bring them together. I mean, Marvel did it perfectly. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not a Marvel guy, but they did it right. I mean, we had like Iron Man 2 before there was an Avengers.
Yeah.
So they were doing sequels of the superheroes individually before they even brought them together.
I think one thing that really hurt DC was the fact that they would reboot the same story over and over and over again.
Anthony, you're not saying much.
I was Googling.
You're researching?
I'm researching.
We're all three in the same room.
We're all three in the same room, and you have a researcher now, so I can research stuff. I was waiting on those stuff. I seen a trailer for a show just before I come over here, and I wanted to look up the name of it. It's called Echo, and it's got Kingpin and Daredevil and all those in there. And
I thought they were rebooting Daredevil.
I thought that's what it was.
I
but
thought
it's called Echo.
I
thought it was Daredevil because I saw Matt Murdock. And I saw
then you seen
the Vincent or the guy who plays Kingpin in the Daredevil series, but it was called Echo, wasn't called.
And it was about the girl. She's the main.
And I couldn't remember what it was called, and that's what I was looking up. So
they never really elaborated in the show why Kingpin is so strong.
He's all muscle. He's not fat.
Yeah, and he is massive though. If you look at him, you think he's fat, but.
That dude, what's his name again? He put on a lot of weight for that role.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
I've seen him in other stuff, and he wasn't near that big.
Vincent.
Well, no, when he was on Law and Order, he's a little chunky, but
yeah, not like that. Of course, I doubt they used CGI though. He probably just
D'Onofrio.
He probably just put on some weight. A lot of actors do it.
Yeah. Well, he didn't put on enough to play Kingpin, but
nobody can.
No.
I wonder what's the most weight an actor's ever put on.
Well,
they said that Christian Bale lost the most weight whenever he was playing that role, the mechanic,
the machinist,
like
and then turned around and played Batman.
So I guess that would be the most weight put on by a role.
Probably.
So
yeah,
because he went from one thing to another.
Yeah, and he put on muscle. That's way harder to put on fat.
Matthew McConaughey got pretty jacked in The Reign of Fire.
Yeah.
The dragon. And
that was a good movie.
I guess you could. I guess so. The lady that played what's her name? Charlize Theron. She got pretty big for her role of Monster.
That was a really unrated movie right there.
I haven't seen it. I didn't know.
She played a serial killer.
Because I'm telling you, you haven't seen it.
Okay, thanks.
Because we haven't told you to watch it 6 times. And
yeah.
That's so funny. People do that.
She was based on a true story. She played a prostitute. She was basically like a lot lizard, basically, I guess. And she was rather homely.
Was that
she's like super hot in real life.
Yeah.
She was on Hancock.
Yes, that's her.
I thought.
And didn't she make a surprise appearance at the end of one of the Marvel movies?
She was in one of the Marvel. She was in the. What's the name of it? They play like they're like gods within the.
Yeah, I never finished that movie. It wasn't that great.
I thought it was pretty
good.
good.
It was really good.
What are you talking about?
What was it called? There was like 5 of them.
The Immortals.
The Immortals. Yeah. I didn't really like it.
I thought it was good.
I ended up buying that entire comic book series and read all of them whenever that movie come out. It was really good.
But then again, you know who I never heard of before they made the movie? Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Never even heard of it. And I read comics. Again, I was more of a DC guy, but I still read.
I'd heard of Groot before, but I didn't. I had never
X-Men.
read any of the.
I always felt sorry for people that read X-Men comics because there were so many of them. Like, how do you keep up? I can barely keep up with my 2 Batman comics. They're It's just Detective Comics and Batman, and that's it. And I can barely keep up.
It says she only gained 30 pounds for that role. But I guess
Was that movie based on that female serial killer? What was her name? Marlene.
Okay, in that picture she does.
Darling. I can't remember her name now.
Brandon Fraser.
He put on
a lot of weight for The Whale, which I still haven't seen.
Man, everybody says that movie is so good.
It won like all the awards.
what movie are you talking about?
The Whale.
I don't know that one.
Of course, they put makeup weight on him too.
Well, you also got to remember
But he also gained weight.
He started gaining a lot of weight after The Mummy.
He couldn't wait to do that.
Were you talking about muscle weight or just
No, fat.
He got fat.
Oh well, Hardy got fat for one of the roles he played in. Like
when they were playing the presidents and shit, that's when Christian Bale put on a lot of weight.
He put a lot of weight with that.
He played one of the Dick Cheney or somebody.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't remember Dick Cheney being that fat. Which I don't know. I don't keep up with politics.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't really keep up with it.
What's his name? Tom Hardy.
Like, I'm surprised I even know that name.
Only thing I remember about him is he shot that guy.
Oh, in a hunting
when
accident.
they went
That's
hunting.
right. I forgot about that. Because Dave Chappelle said that he missed doing his show when he heard about that. He's like, man, I could have done so much with that. Could you imagine the skit?
Oh, no. That would have been hilarious. Chappelle's kind of doing a big comeback.
Well, he does a lot of stand-up now, but he's, the show was just legendary.
Oh, yeah.
People quote that shit till this day. It was way ahead of his time. Hell, that was in what year was that? When they were doing the Charlie Murphy skits and all that?
I want to say
I'm not
late 90s.
You weren't into that?
No, I wasn't into that.
What was that, Comedy Central?
Yeah.
Or was it HBO?
Comedy Central.
Anyway, what else was it? I pulled something up on the news. The Die Hard movie. Oh, this is a very brief wrestling thing. I know Anthony's not into this, but
It's okay. Kel, I talked about Doctor Who earlier.
Oh, I had a question for you about Doctor Who.
No, let's rephrase that. He asked me what all I have been watching lately.
Oh.
And I said, well, I just finished all 4 specials of the new Doctor Who. And he was like, let me go inside and wake Mark up. I was like, hey, you asked.
So did the last one, okay, we're doing the 60th anniversary, but does that last one count as the Christmas special? I guess so.
That would be the Christmas special with the new guy, Cuddy.
Yeah. What do you think of the new Doctor?
I like him.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a couple more.
I'm glad he put pants on. That helped.
Oh, yeah, that was hilarious. But I'm going to give him a couple more just to really set
So
firm.
far, so good. I mean, that was a good episode.
And I kind of like the new companion, Ruby.
Is she going to be the companion?
Yeah, she's the new companion.
Spoiler alert.
No, it's not really a spoiler alert. Literally it says everywhere Doctor Who news about her being the new companion. Which a lot of people's mad that it's not Rose.
I'm mad about it.
He don't even know what a companion is.
Nope. I have a pet on Clash of Clans now.
How'd you do that?
Huh?
You can get pets?
Yeah, you can get pets.
Can I get one?
Yep.
How much are they?
Or
What level do you have to be?
You got to be at Town Hall 14.
Yeah, I don't think I'm 14
I
now.
don't think I'm not 14.
You're one ahead of me, or 2 ahead of me,
Probably 2
probably.
ahead of you now.
Thanks to Monopoly Go, I don't play as much as I used to.
I played it for a little bit. And I was like, okay, this is boring.
I thought I saw you on there.
I'm just going around in circles.
Well, that's the reason I didn't play it. I was like, this is stupid. You're just going around in circles. But then I saw there's other shit to do.
Then I was like, okay, invite some friends. I was like, I'm not inviting friends. I don't want nobody to know I'm playing.
I won't connect mine to Facebook.
I'm trying to keep it secret.
I get
bombarded.
bombarded.
This is like a step above Candy Crush.
I play Candy Crush. I don't care.
I've
Candy
never
Crush
played
is more fun. I mean,
You know what's funny? There's this game called like Empires or something like that I was playing, and like you build your city, and like it's a real D&D-esque, like it's medieval. But like to kill the monsters, you have to line up these gems.
Yeah.
And then they just go up and kill the monsters. And I was like, did these some bitches just trick me into playing Candy Crush?
Yep.
Because it's basically the same thing.
I played that game you're talking about.
I did too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still play Clash of Clans. I call Monopoly Go just empty calories. It's just easy. You just sit there and hit a button. You don't even have to be wide awake to do it.
I play Clash of Clans all the time.
Clash of Clans takes a little strategy and like thinking and effort.
Yeah.
I mainly play it most. That's like my bathroom game.
Everybody's got a toilet game.
If I'm really, really bored, I'll pull it up and while I'm watching like YouTube or something like that, and I'll be playing it.
I went to the bathroom earlier and I forgot my phone, and I was just sitting there like looking around, like, "Hello." It's like looking at the walls and shit. Like, oh, I didn't realize this room is white. It's like, what's the inside of your bathroom? Like, I don't know. I play Clash of Clans.
Play Clash of Clans.
It's like the lights are out. What? Shit, I can't see.
Man, I got to say, my buddy heater,
It's heating up.
it is putting out some heat.
That's good because I got that for camping in the winter in a tent.
Oh, it's going to heat that
It
tent up quick.
Lacey's going to say turn that some bitch off.
I doubt it.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
We're supposed to go camping January the 12th, and it's going to be 32 degrees and snowing.
Yeah, we're going camping at.
Out
my house.
Out at the lake.
No.
At his land. Which is not really camping. I always say there's two different kinds of camping. There's the kind where you basically backpacking.
Uh-huh.
You take as minimal gear as possible.
Yeah.
You go find a spot. You set up camp.
Well, that's just called backpacking to me.
But then there's the kind of camping that we do out at Keli's where you can like drive your vehicle
All the way up to it.
all the way up to your tent, like next to it, so you can bring anything you want. Like,
Yeah.
Well, see, to me, that's camping.
I mean, you could even bring a flat screen TV and watch the game out there.
That's not really camping to me. But
It's glamping.
Yeah.
yeah, when I go, I normally don't even take a tent. I just have my chair sitting, and I'll set it up right beside the fire.
Yeah, he always sleeps in the chair by the fire or gets in his Jeep and goes to sleep if it's cold.
Yeah, I'll lay the seat back and crash in it.
Which you could just go home. It's not that far.
I could, but then it'd kind of defeat the purpose of me going camping.
It's like when I was a kid, we used to camp in the backyard.
Yeah.
We thought we were cool. We weren't. Sometimes when I got a little older, I would go further than the yard though. Like I would have to walk. Like,
well, my dad's huge in the
I'd have to walk like a whole football field to go to my bathroom.
He sets up like 7 tents. Got a shower tent, a bathroom tent.
I've seen those. You can get them. You can get the gas ones now that'll have hot water.
He's got the solar bag.
I really liked y'all's version of the camping toilet.
Yeah, it's what it was a boat toilet. And
No, I'm talking about the one that was just a 5-gallon bucket with the toilet seat on top of it. You took it out in the woods. Well, you had to scoop up some lake water,
Yeah.
then go do your business, then dump it out.
And you throw it out far in the woods as you can
Possibly
as you can get.
Way past the poison ivy that you wiped your ass with. You remember I got poison sumac?
Yeah.
Last time, I didn't even know that was a thing until I got it, and it sucks.
Well, see, that's what was weird. All that whole area you were in, I've been all through there, and it never phased me. So I never
actually
even
saw
thought
it, but I forgot how I found out that's what it was.
you went. You sent a picture to Alicia, and one of the people up there seen it.
Oh,
Is what I remember you saying.
like it was bad, and it stayed with me a while. My whole wrist. It was funny because I washed my hands, so I didn't have it on my hands. I had it on my wrist.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to another topic that Anthony doesn't like. Real quickly, you know how CM Punk got fired from A&W, and now he's back in WWE?
Yeah.
Well, he got fired because they got in a big fight backstage. Evidently, it was pretty bad because the lawyers have had them sign lifelong NDAs that last their entire lifetime about the fight.
It couldn't have been too bad. I seen CM Punk fighting the UFC.
Too soon, bro. I was wondering when somebody was going to bring that up in a promo that his UFC career was less than impressive.
Well, he only fought, what, 2 people? Or is it just a one person?
I think it was just one. Was it 2? And I like Dana White's comment afterwards. He's like, "This is a tough place to learn."
Yeah.
They're like, is CM Punk gonna fight here anymore? He's like, this is a hard place to learn how to fight.
That was funny.
But yeah, it was. He didn't follow suit with some of the other pro wrestlers gone MMA fighter.
Well, he tried.
And like I said, I kept waiting for somebody because they cut promos. And they're usually pretty brutal with each other when they cut those promos, and they talk about real life stuff. But I don't recall anyone ever saying like, "Oh yeah, well you got beat."
Well, he tried to go too fast into the MMA scene, into the
He's
UFC.
the only fighter that went into UFC with an 0-0 record, right?
Yes. And
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. He just tried to jump straight into the big times.
Yeah.
Instead of working his way up.
They saw dollar signs, and they were right.
Oh,
I'm sure
yeah.
that his first fight made all the money. I watched it, and I'm sure I probably paid for it. I don't know how to get them illegally.
Yeah, I think we watched it here.
People don't pirate stuff anymore just because they're lazy.
Yeah.
It's so much easier just to pay for it.
That's kind of true.
It's too much effort and too many viruses. You remember when we used to use LimeWire and our laptop had AIDS?
Yes.
From downloading like
Oh God.
One
That
freaking-
so
one
much for
song.
LimeWire.
at a time. Like people are way too lazy to do that now.
Oh yeah.
It'd take you 4 days to download a movie.
I know a guy that downloaded Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon on dial-up, and it took him a week.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it's like $4 to rent a movie.
Yeah.
Just go on Amazon and click it. Your credit card's already saved.
Where you couldn't get the.
Well, that was kind of before most of the streaming services.
Well, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was still getting DVDs from Netflix.
You couldn't
Yeah.
get the,
You remember that?
You couldn't get the Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson video for Redbox.
No.
You had to get that from LimeWire.
And that was definitely dial-up days.
Yeah.
But everybody did it because, come on, it's Pamela Anderson naked. Did you watch that TV show about that movie?
I did.
I had no idea. Like, it had no business being that good.
It shouldn't have been, but it was.
It should not have been. It's like Cobra Kai. It should not be this damn good. It has no excuse. Okay, so that's all I had about wrestling and Doctor Who.
I could talk more about Doctor Who, but we're not going to since this is just the 200th episode.
200.
First time it's been mentioned.
Really? Y'all didn't mention it earlier?
No, we
Yeah.
did not.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
We need to do
Prepping
a
for 200.
We
Yeah.
need to do a really big after show for this one, like with streamers and party horns.
I started to get some little pow pow.
Some poppers.
Some poppers.
I could dub some in.
Yeah.
I could do it in post.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to use what me and Anthony started with because we was just random talking stuff.
They can do something with it.
We'll do something with it.
It's out there.
It's episode 200. Everything goes. Speaking of 200, do we have any more news? Because I wanted to get it started on at least on this list I've got. I made some notes. I did work. I worked for this episode.
That's what's funny. You actually
There was
did all
effort
the work
involved.
this time instead of me because the past few I've been doing a lot of
Well, you would
prepping and
dig up the
everything.
news for us. I
Yeah.
really like that. Because
But
all
here
I had to
lately,
do.
I mean, there just ain't been. Maybe it's because we're doing them.
It's
so
because we're
close
doing them so
together.
regular.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
doing- yeah.
We've already covered all the news, or a lot of it. Oh, I was reading something on Yahoo. It said something about The Exorcist is the ultimate Christmas movie. I don't remember that being taking place during Christmas. Or are they talking about the new one? Where's it
I have
at?
no idea.
Let me see if I can find that headline. Like, why would they say that?
Maybe because it come out during Christmas.
I can't find it now. So I guess I made it up.
Oh, there's one thing that I was thinking while I was listening to 199. You kept talking about the 3 rules that don't make sense for Gremlins. It's not the point that they didn't make sense. It's just rules that you can't break. And if you break a rule, there's consequences.
Yeah, I remember thinking I was glad that it's probably best you weren't here for that because you'd have been arguing with me the whole time.
Well, no, I agree that the whole thing, don't feed them after midnight.
It's always after midnight.
It doesn't make sense. Because like you said, what if you're in a different time zone?
The Exorcist was released in 24 theaters December 26th, 1973.
Okay, so it is talking about the original. But in the movie, it never referenced Christmas at all, did it?
No.
I didn't think so.
I don't think so. Can't believe that movie came out in 73.
73.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born yet. I was negative 3 years old.
I was almost 1.
It's hard to believe there was a time I didn't exist.
Yeah.
I'm not full of myself at all. All right. So, just to give everybody listening a backstory or basically, I just went through all the episodes, which all of them are special. It's like your kids; you can't just pick a favorite.
But you do.
I picked out. Well, I picked out highlights. Yeah, I can't tell you which is my favorite kid because they're right over there. No, like moments that were special to me, like stood out.
Yeah.
Like moments that I cared to elaborate on. Like I said, I can't name them all, so I did skip through. But if you were on an episode that I skipped over, it's not that it wasn't special. It's just that I couldn't make this 2 hours long. Like I could comment on every episode, but I won't. Some people are saying thank God.
I'm making racket.
But like for example, I started with episode 4. Episodes 1 and 2, I was getting ready. I used to host the second stage of the Railroad Festival, and they were Railroad Festival specials, and I interviewed a bunch of bands and stuff, and that was cool. But I forgot how early on we started doing celebrity interviews, and I remember consciously thinking when we started the podcast, like I said, we're not gonna get an interview with Mark Hamill, but what if we got a stormtrooper, or what if we got, we're not gonna get Andrew Lincoln, but what if we get one of the Walkers? Not only would that be easier for a lowly podcast to obtain, but it's also a unique perspective that you don't normally hear in interviews.
Yeah.
You normally hear the interviews from the big names because that's who they want to get. So we're starting with episode 4. We had Max Calder, who wasn't just in Walking Dead. He's been in a ton of stuff, like Marvel movies.
Didn't he play the most walkers?
No, there's a guy called Mr. Walker that we met at Delta Fan Fest.
Yeah.
But he couldn't do interviews at the time because there was a new season about to come out, and AMC wouldn't let anybody do any interviews until it came out. Yeah, they all had NDAs. Because he said, yeah, I'd love to, and I can call in some other time, which, we could probably still get him. I forget his name. I'll look it up. But he's been a walker like 7 times in the movie. But Max Calder is known for being killed the most times by Andrew Lincoln. He's the first walker that
died. He was baseball bat walker.
The baseball bat walker, as they called him. He beat him to death with a baseball bat. And then he killed him again a couple episodes later with an axe, I think. Because he said on set they even made a joke about it. Like, how many times are you going to kill me? Episode 7 was we interviewed Josh Brown from Full Devil Jacket. That was big for me because I'm a big Full Devil Jacket fan. I don't know if y'all have ever even listened to them.
I've listened to
They
some
were
of
popular in
stuff.
the early 2000s. Maybe even 90s.
Their version of Sail is really good.
I think you're thinking about Devil Driver.
Oh, I might be.
You are. It had the word devil in the name. Episode 9 was the legend Chuck Dixon. That was big for me.
That was that was big for the podcast, period.
Like 90% of the comic books I read when I was a kid had his name on the cover. He was the author of the infamous Nightfall series that they loosely based Batman. Which Batman movie was it? The one where Christopher Nolan got his back. I mean, Christopher Nolan wrote and directed it. I just want to. What's his name?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. When Bane broke his back.
Yeah.
They got that from Nightfall. It was a lot different though. They just cherry picked. They should have just done a straight up Nightfall movie.
They should
Instead of cherry picking from it. They should have just straight up ripped it off. Episode 12 was Marty from Boba Flex. We were just talking about them the other day. But if you're into the nerd stuff, they got their name from Boba Fett. The name Boba Flex came from Boba Fett. So they're into comic books and stuff, and we talked about that on the show. Episode 15 was Legion from Motograder. Most people don't know who Motograder is, but you do know who Five Finger Death Punch, what's his name, Ivan Moody? That was his first band, was Motograder.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I remember we seen
He was in
him.
Motograder first and then went on to do... Actually, Five Finger Death Punch was going to be a side project, and they wrote that song, The Bleeding, and it just went...
They went ape shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we seen them at Rockapalooza, played with them.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys were... Man, their stage show was great.
They go all out. They invented an instrument called the Motograder that they use on stage, which is pretty interesting. Episode 16 was Lips from Anvil. Surely everybody knows Anvil.
Up until y'all interviewed him, I'd never heard of him.
I'd heard of them. I didn't listen to them a lot, but they were big in the 80s. And then they had a big resurgence because of the documentary they made called This Is Anvil.
Yeah.
More people have seen the documentary than have probably listened to the band. But that was cool. That was a last-minute thing. Like, I don't remember how I got his number. Oh, I emailed, and he said, yeah, let's do an interview. Right now's a good time. And he sent me the number, and we did it right then. He was just like, oh, let's do it Wednesday. I'll be free. But he was like, right now, let's go. I was like, well, I ain't going to turn it down. 17 and 18 was cool because we were live at the Nautical Whimsies doing the singer-songwriter showcase. I missed that. It got killed by COVID.
Yeah. They tried to bring it back up at, what's that place over there on West Main? Fugly's?
Is Fugly still
no
there?
Idea. I don't even know if that's there.
It's just not there anymore. That's been gone a long time.
Well, what's the name of that
I mean, the
club
last singer-songwriter showcase they done was at the Blue Canoe.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was going to mention that later on because one of the next ones was from there. That was really cool. Basically, the singer-songwriter showcase is if you're a singer-songwriter, they'll showcase you. It's kind of all in the name.
Yeah.
And we would all get together on like a Tuesday night. I'd usually have to take off work the next day. And they'd have there'd be a big crowd there for a weeknight. And they would go around to different bars in the area. Like I said, Blue Canoe was one of them. Nautical Whimsy was one. And then they would do the big 1 year
thing.
Singer-songwriter showcase for everybody. And there'd be like 2 stages. And it was like a festival that took place on like a Tuesday. So it was weird.
There'd
be like 200 people packed in a small bar.
It used to be Vanelli's. That's where it used to be.
Vanelli's, yep.
Well, they did it. The last one they did was at Steele's Dive.
And the Vanelli's got
after COVID.
smashed by a tornado.
Tornado.
Yeah.
It's so weird that tornado that went through Tupelo just selectively smashed certain buildings.
Yeah.
It's weird how that works. The one in Amory is like that. You'll have one house that's completely destroyed, and then the houses next to it are fine. Or a whole row of houses, and the one in the middle has no roof.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Let's see, where am I at?
20.
At episode 20, we announced a spinoff, which is not dead. It's in a bit of a coma.
Yeah. It's on live support.
It's on live support, but it's still there. There's episodes you can go listen to, but we haven't paid it much attention. We need to, now that we're back active again.
Well, it's just so hard to jump in the middle of a campaign and just start recording.
And there's so many podcasts out there where people just record them playing D&D. We may need to revisit the format or something. I don't know.
I think maybe we should just do it. Just talk about the quest that you've done instead of actually recording the entire quest.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Just talk about
just basically have a
recap,
a synopsis, a recap.
Like we could do a whole Curse of Strahd recap.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be spoiler free. So if you've never played Curse of Strahd, you probably don't need to
listen.
listen.
Well, the big thing about Curse of Strahd is you can play it 10 times
and it'd be
never
different.
Play the same campaign.
Yeah, we're doing Dragon Heist right now, and when we get done, I could start over at the beginning, and it'd be a whole different thing.
Yeah.
They write those books like that to where it's up to the DM a lot of decisions, and which is cool, but sometimes it could be hard to run because you don't really understand where they're going. because they don't want to be too specific. They want you to be creative.
I mean, that's something good segue into 21 and 22.
Yep. Y'all were doing an unrecorded podcast without me.
Not really. We were just talking about places we wanted to go.
Places you want to go. That's the second part of this. I want to speculate about our future. The future of real pop culture, which there is one.
Again. We didn't die. We just took a hiatus to get stuff back.
Yeah, we were like our spinoff show. We were
In a coma.
a food coma.
We all had grown-up stuff to do.
So where did we get to?
I think you.
You know, I was thinking I should
20.
have got a bottle of Monkey Shoulder or something. Like we need to do a dram or something.
I should, yeah.
We could do Maker's Mark
We can do a Maker's Mark.
or Poor Man's Scotch. Man, should we talk about the Christmas party?
Well, let's finish.
Let's finish
finish
this list
this.
because you
Let's finish
stopped
this.
off on the milestone there that, you know,
Well,
good Lord.
I had to take a bathroom break that they don't know about.
You see where you
you're
stopped
at
off
20,
at?
20, yeah, 21 and 22 was Ari Salvador. You like how sneaky I was, knowing it would attract a lot of listeners, so I made it a two-parter. I probably could have got it all in one, but I'm the ultimate opportunist.
Just, get some extra episodes. You get extra
Just
listeners.
extra listeners.
Make them come back for another one.
Yeah, that was smart.
It was. It worked pretty well.
That was my first interview.
That was your introduction to this show.
That was my first time on the show.
Yep.
Because
Well, I knew to bring an expert because
you didn't know anything about it, and me and Clint was
I
on
do
it.
now.
Yeah.
But then definitely not.
Yeah.
Well, but I knew who he was.
You knew who he was.
And
You
I
knew-
was in that universe. I mean, come on, it's the Forgotten
I
Realms.
think he wrote the novel.
That's where I grew up.
Well, he also
I was more in the Forgotten Realms than Earth.
He
as a
also
kid.
wrote the novelization of the new Star Wars movie. Was it not the Phantom Menace? What was the next one?
The second one was the Clone Wars, right?
He either wrote Clone Wars or the other one. Terry Brooks wrote one, and then Rory
yeah, that's
He wrote
right.
the novelization of that.
I probably listened to it.
I think he's right. I think I'm right.
He did one of the Star Wars.
Yeah.
That was huge for us. He
Yeah,
was
that was a
doing a
big
book
deal.
tour. They even sent us a couple of
They
books.
sent us a free copy of the book.
We gave one away.
Before it come out. We gave them.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
You kept one
Clint got
and
one.
gave the other one.
So they must have sent us three because we
Must
gave
have
one
sent us
away.
Gave one away.
Yeah.
And you two guys kept one.
Yeah, you and Clint kept
Perks
one.
of the podcast.
Perks of the podcast.
We used to have those.
That's the only last perk we've got.
No, we've got a couple.
I mean, you got to think all the cons.
Dr.
we got
Brown.
cons.
Yeah, the cons.
Dr. Brown sent us a copy of the book that we're in.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
in a book.
Oh,
You could buy a book that we're in. But only
Yeah.
problem is we were called Kill Pop Culture, though.
Yeah,
They
that's-
changed the name since then, but that's all right.
You
have to evolve.
You skipped ahead.
I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
23 and 24. I forgot these were this close together.
I did too. Yeah, it was like real.
Oh, I thought the Lori Good one was a lot earlier.
We had Lori Good from a little movie you might have heard of called Star Wars Episode 1 A New Hope. No, Episode 4. Excuse me.
Yeah.
They didn't call it Episode 4, though, at the time, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
It was
did.
called
Had the
Episode
Roman
4.
numerals.
Yep.
I did not know that. I just got schooled on some Star
I think
Wars.
I did, or it's that damn.
Now I want to go look. But is it on the
Or
remakes?
is it the
was on the original.
the Mandela effect or something. I don't know, but I remember the
shit.
damn.
We're not even halfway into this 200th episode, and we've already brought up the Mandela effect.
Well, we ain't brought it up in a long time, so.
Or have we?
Or have we?
Whoa. We keep talking about doing an episode on that too, and we still
I think
haven't.
we did
done
a
it.
little bit about it one time.
We've
one
talked so
time.
much about it. I mean, it was be like we've done an episode. But yeah, that was a really cool thing. And he's from England, and I didn't know anything about international phone calls. That interview costed me like $65. Thanks, AT&T.
Wow.
And come to find out, all you have to do is call and tell them, and it's not that much to do like what's it called?
International plan.
Yeah. Which I should have done before I went on my cruise as well, but that's another sore spot we won't talk about. They did reverse the charges, though. I had to call and raise a little bit of hell because they charged me for something that I wasn't able to use. Long story short. Episode 25, we did similar to what we're doing right now, a brief recap of 1 through 25.
Well, because that was our milestone. 25.
25.
was a
Crazy?
milestone
Yeah,
for
it's
us.
crazy.
It's like, oh, that's cute.
We didn't think we was gonna get past.
You're
Yeah.
at 25. Now we're at 200.
I'm glad you didn't put the dates on there when
Yeah.
they posted them.
It'd be embarrassing. 27 kicked off our first spooky season with Dr. Alan Brown. Going back to him, he has over 30 published books about the paranormal.
You can get all of them on YouTube.
One of which, again, we are in. I'll get to that in a minute. 28 was Barbara Sillery. She's the author of The Haunting of Mississippi. I remember she had a really cool ghost story that she told.
Well, that's the one Anthony was talking about during the break, that she kept up with us for a while.
No, that was another lady. That was
or was that the other lady?
That was the paranormal genealogist from
That's a cool title.
Yeah.
Byers.
Shannon Byers.
We'll get to her in a second. I lost my place. Oh, yeah, 28 was Barbara Sillery. Episode 29 was recorded live at Amory, Mississippi's own Arkham Asylum, the Amory Museum. It's super haunted.
I remember that.
They did a big ghost hunt there, and we set up in the gift shop and did a podcast. That was really fun. Oh, I want to play y'all the commercial that I did for between episodes 29 and 30. I did a commercial for our big Halloween finale that we did at the World War II bomb factory.
Yeah.
That was a neat experience we'll get to in a second. But I was proud of myself on that commercial. It was the first commercial I ever made. And I put a lot of sound effects in there. I sounded all professional. I was like, man, I could get a job doing this. But I don't want to.
Well, go ahead and play it.
I'm going to. Well, retroactively, I'll dub it in.
What's up, everybody? Halloween is almost here, and Kill Pop Culture has an awesome treat in store for you. We're going to be broadcasting live from an old World War II bomb factory that is said to be extremely haunted. This place has been written about in books, it's been on paranormal TV shows, it's been the hot spot for numerous paranormal investigations and sightings, and we're going to be all up in it. And we're going to be bringing the whole thing to you live on SoundCloud. That's right, Friday, October 30th, Halloween Eve at 8 o'clock p.m. You'll be able to go to soundcloud.com/killpopculture. Not to be mistaken for the normal way that you might listen to Kill Pop Culture, which would probably be through iTunes or the Podomatic app or straight from the Podomatic site. This is on our SoundCloud account. We had to change things up a little bit because we're bringing it to you live and we had to do things a little bit differently. So be aware of the change, that this is actually on our SoundCloud account, not on Podomatic where you would normally listen to us. And never fear, if you do happen to miss the live broadcast, it's not going away. It'll still be out there on our SoundCloud account indefinitely if you want to go back and listen to it later. We'll have the links up for it on our Facebook and Twitter. Follow us at KillPopC. You'll be able to listen to the whole thing as it unfolds. We'll be joined by our good friends from the Deep South Paranormal Society. They'll be doing on-site investigations, taking readings. They'll have all their fancy equipment set up, hoping to capture some sort of paranormal encounter. And if they do, you'll be hearing it as it happens. Be sure to go to soundcloud.com/killpopculture. Be ready to tune in at 8 o'clock p.m. Halloween Eve, October 30th. The show will be uploaded in segments, and each time we put up a new segment, we'll tweet about it and we'll Facebook about it. Check it out.
Episode 30 was Three-Legged Lady Road. There's this road, I think it's called Nash Road is the actual name of
Nash Road.
But evidently there's been sightings of this, encounters of this three-legged lady, and there's several different origin stories of how she came to be. But she'll chase your car, and some people even reported that she's pushed their car.
She pushed me off in the ditch. And there was handprints on my trunk of my Neon where she had shoved my car.
Well, did you see her?
No, I didn't see her.
That was just some random guy trying to push your car off the road because you was driving a Neon.
He must be pretty strong if you put dents in it.
Well, it didn't dents. It was just handprints.
Oh, handprints.
On Three-Legged
I
Lady.
got pictures.
Three-Legged
Three
Lady.
handprints?
No.
Kara, Kara stays in. She's at State right now, so she's got an apartment in Starkville, and she was telling her roommates about Three-Legged Lady Road. Of course, our story is in Columbus, but Carrie didn't feel like driving to Columbus, but it's the Golden Triangle, so it's fine. So she just found some back road in Starkville and told them the story of Three-Legged Lady Road. It was, of course, they were out from around here, so I guess it's. I always heard it from around Columbus. But she told him the story of Three-Legged Lady Road, and she rolled her window down and was banging on the side of the car and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, so it was around Halloween when they done all this stuff.
We did not encounter the Three-Legged Lady. However,
well, the church is burnt down.
We went to a cemetery that's on that same road and had a very interesting flashlight session. It was interesting because Jeremy Thorne was with us, and he was doing the whole thing where he asked it questions and the flashlight would turn on or off. And he was like, turn the flashlight off if you want us to leave. And it turned off. And he's like, all right, turn it back on if you want us to leave. And it turned on. I was like, I think it wants us to leave. It was really, really freaky. We also went to Armstrong Railroad Crossing. That was the Deep South Paranormal Society, by the way, that we were with.
Yeah, that's the haunted railroad track.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to see a lantern. Somebody walking up and down the road with a lantern. We didn't see the lantern. We did see a light, but it was from the next road over.
But that road is a long ways away.
Okay, the next one after that was and this is when I used to. I don't know why I did it this way, but like we would have a special that would be like at episode 31, but then the next one wouldn't be 32, it would be 31. But I've since fixed that. So technically, if you go back and look, we're probably actually on episode 204.
We're way over because you got to think all of the cons we did. I used
to do like Tupelo Con day 1, day 2.
Yeah.
But now I subtract it from the actual number, like I probably should have to start with. But hey, you learn as you go. I fixed it. But that was really, really cool. The ordnance plant, as they called it, it's a bomb factory from World War II. It's pretty close to our area. We had to sign waivers because the place is in ruins and you could really get hurt there. So we had to sign our life away. We took a power generator and some really long cables, all our podcasting equipment, and we set up on live at the place. And we tried to do this weird thing where we uploaded each segment so it was kind of semi-live
to SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I even bought a hotspot to take with us, but not only is there not good Wi-Fi at old World War II bomb factories, but there's no good cell service either. So that was a disaster. Yeah. But we later put all of it together and then put it on our Potomatic landing where you can go listen to it. So other than the internet thing being bad, that whole thing was cool.
That was we was there all night long too.
Yeah. Till at least 2 a.m, maybe later. Episode 32 was Phil from Future Leaders of the World. If you haven't heard of that band, I'll give you an idea. It was the last band I discovered on MTV. Like, this is back when MTV had just started stupid shit like reality shows and stuff. And before teenagers were getting pregnant and making shows about it. What was that called? 16 and Pregnant? Or is that on MTV?
I have no idea.
I think that's on MTV. Anyway, matter of fact, they even came out with MTV2, and they were going to put music on it, and then they wound up putting reality shows on it.
Reality shows too.
I wonder if that's still around.
MTV? Yeah, it's still around.
I know. I'm talking about MTV2.
Oh, I don't know.
But anyway, they were still showing bands at the time, and I saw Future Leaders of the World, and I was like, oh, this is a cool band. I need to check them out. And I wound up having them on the podcast. That's cool. 33, Mark and Rob on the eve of Star Wars 7, which would have been The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
We were getting ready to go see The Force Awakens. Matter of fact, the next episode was us on the road to going to see it. Like, we were so nerding out, we recorded it and then recorded our immediate after. I think
you recorded
I recorded the
crawl.
The crawl, yeah, illegally. Statute of limitations has exonerated me from this crime. I just want to get everybody. All I was trying to do is get everybody's reaction.
Yeah.
When it pops up and says a long time ago in a galaxy far away, we haven't seen that in 30 years.
Yeah.
I wanted to get everybody's reaction, and it didn't disappoint. So what we did is we ran down like all the Star Wars movies and talked about them. Episode 35. Oh, this is the one where Brent Childs, the promoter of January Jam, which is a festival he used to do, he came over to talk about January Jam. And back then I had a chair sitting here that if you leaned back in it, it would just keep going. And we got done with the podcast. We're talking about, it's like 2 a.m. on a weeknight. And he leaned back and bumped the computer and knocked it over, and it rebooted. And we hadn't saved the podcast. So we had to do it all over. And the redo was just us going, damn, that was so much better the first time. He was so discouraged, I couldn't even get hardly anything out of him. He was just shaking his head the whole time. So I had to redo that whole podcast at like 2 a.m. I had to work the next day. So because of episode 35, I've learned to save my work. And I do. I periodically save as I'm editing. Episode 40, Jeremy London from Mallrats. He's been in more than Mallrats, but that's what we know him from.
Yeah, his twin brother
Is in a lot of stuff.
was in Dazed and Confused, right?
Mm-hmm. He's been in a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, they're twins, right?
Yeah. Jeremy and Jason.
Jason London, yeah. Around this area is where we started gearing up for the first ever Tupelo Comic Con. And we did Tupelo Comic Con live. I had forgotten about that till I went back and listened. So
Yeah.
it's actually not on. You can't listen to it on where you normally listen to this show. We put it on our SoundCloud because it was live. We should have gone back and repackaged it and put it out. Nowadays, we would have done that. I think you could turn that heater off. It's doing too good.
Spin it this way.
Yeah, just turn it way down. Oh, are you still cold?
Yeah, I'm up
Well, just
here.
give it to him and then put his feet on it.
I'm warmer than it was.
Yeah. It does its job. I'm glad. Where was I at? 40? 45 was Scott Lucas from Local H. They're famous for that song that came out in like the early 2000s called Bound for the Floor. Which I like a lot of their other stuff too, but not many people have heard of them. 46 was the next singer-songwriter showcase at Blue Canoe. That's the night that our friend Barry got infamously drunk that we still talk about today.
Mm-hmm.
Laura was super mad.
Yo, yeah.
Oh, because Ken was there too.
Yeah.
And he's a hoot.
That's
And a half.
one of Barry's infamous one-liners. That's a flexible mother. Do some editing work.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the 200th episode special if it wasn't without a couple of F-bombs. 49 was the first cruise in Amory. We weren't involved in the first one. We later became heavily involved, but we just talked about it on this episode.
Well, we had what's his name came over and did an interview for
Yeah, more on that later. Number 50 was big for me. The lead singer from Stryper, Michael Sweet. The band Stryper was a big part of my childhood because I was not allowed to listen to the devil's music in our Baptist home. Mom doesn't know about the cassettes I had hidden inside of other cassette jackets. And Mom, if you're listening to this, statute of limitations also exonerates me from that crime. It's been too long ago. You can't ground me. That's the rules. But yeah, I would take those 120-minute tapes. You remember those like super long ones? Uh-huh. And I would put like 4 albums. You know, you dub them. I'd have like 4 Megadeth CDs or tapes on one, and I would write like on the label something else.
Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie is dancing on the ceiling, baby. That's what we're talking about. And my mom wasn't going to do that much investigating, but if she found a Motley Crue Shout at the Devil cassette under my bed, we were in trouble. And I was like, Mom, they're shouting at the devil, not with the devil.
Right.
It didn't help.
Did
not help at all. But yeah, I was a big fan of Stryper, so getting him on there was a big deal for me. I was actually kind of nervous on that one. He even had this is how famous he is. He had his own interview line. Like he has a phone number just for interviews. I'm imagining it's probably a landline too, because they're old school. 52 kicked off Spooky Season 2 with our first visit to the Athens jail. We frequent there a lot because it's not far from here.
Yeah, it's just right down the
easy.
road. Right down the road.
And we pretty much got, what do you call it?
Free reign.
There's another word for that. Carte blanche?
I have no idea.
What's carte blanche mean?
I don't know.
I mean, it's to do without recourse, or
That would work.
I think.
Anyway, we can go there anytime we want, and it's freaking cool. So we go there a lot, and it's haunted as hell. Spookies are everywhere. Episodes 53 and 54 was us live the Delta Fan Fest in South Haven. That was our first big out of towner as it relates to cons, anyway. You were talking about Shannon Byers earlier. She was on episode 55. She's from. They called them Timeless Paranormal. Now she's got a job in law enforcement doing that genealogy.
Yeah,
I think,
know
right?
I think.
I follow her on what do you call that?
Instagram.
Yeah. You can tell how big into social media I am.
Yeah.
What's that called? The one with the pictures. 56 was awesome. That's when we did a walkthrough of the Lyric Theater, and unbeknownst to us, captured an EVP.
Unbeknownst?
Yeah, unbeknownst.
Did you make is that a kill-out word?
Yeah, that's going in the dictionary.
Going in the dictionary.
The Real Pop Dictionary. Who was it? Tony Starlin that works with you was listening.
Yeah.
Somebody was listening to the show and walked up to you and said, "Dude, did you hear
I remember that.
so and so at so and so?" And I went back and listened. I was like, "Holy crap!" Because it was a woman's voice, and there was 4 people.
Yeah,
There,
and women.
and all of them were males. It was the owner, the guy that gave us the tour, and me and Germ.
Yeah, I can't say because we've had another EVP on the podcast as well, so I don't know which one I'm remembering. So because we
He
had
was
this,
that one.
This is the one that said, "Hey."
Okay,
The
because
one that no.
Hey, Mark.
We couldn't hear what this female was saying. We couldn't make it out, but it was definitely a female voice, and there was no female there.
yeah,
And we didn't even notice it.
because we had one here in the studio in
No, it was at the Greg Hamilton house. I'll get to that one in a second.
we had one here too.
That's the one that said, "Hey."
We had one.
We did have a sort of one here.
Yeah.
Because you said, "What was that?" That scared me.
yeah,
And I went back and listened to it, and when I'm playing it, Sean started getting chills.
Yeah.
Like he showed me his arm.
Yeah.
Where the chills stood up on his arm.
And then we got on
I
the.
forgot about that, but we didn't say anything. It was just.
It's it. We got on
like
social media and
inaudible.
we had people get back with us and what they think they started to say, and all people was commenting on that.
So
That
we've had
was-
3 EVPs on the show.
That was
That's
when
pretty
we had,
cool.
The paranormal group out here.
yeah, those two ladies that we went to that house.
Yeah, we're doing. Yeah,
Well, now they played us the EVP, and somebody threw something at somebody. You.
this is my next door neighbor's house.
And on the EVP, you heard a voice go, "That was me."
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes.
That gave me chills. I was like, "Holy shit! If somebody's faking that, they're doing a really good job."
It wasn't too long ago. Somebody on during Halloween season, somebody posted on social media. It's like, okay, what's haunted in around Amory or whatever, and a few people got on there commenting about stuff, and then my next door. I don't want to say who they are on here, but my next door neighbor said my office. Because it's office space now.
Yeah.
And Laura got on there and said, yes, they threw something at my husband when I was replacing a light. And that's what happened. I was taking out a light fixture, ceiling fan, I think. And something.
You were looting?
Something, huh? No, I was putting up something for.
Oh, you're putting it up, not taking it down.
And something got chunked at me. So I said, oh, okay, I'll do this later.
It was a toy, wasn't it?
And somebody threw a toy at me from across the room. Twice I threw a toy across the room, and then I was
toy?
like, what the crap? Like a little bitty, like a
So
toy.
at first you were like, "What?"
What was that? And then something like heavily, like it had to be something thrown.
And then you were like, "I'm getting the hell out
I'll
of
see
here."
y'all later. I'm leaving. But and we talked. What was? And
Well, we went over there that next weekend. Me,
Yeah,
and
I wasn't there.
Jerm,
I wasn't there. I didn't go over there.
well, she went back and done that after I told her about it. She went back over there and done the EVP, and that's when she got that.
She said, "Did you throw something
did
at
she-
somebody
did-
yesterday?" And a
did-
voice said, "That was me."
Yeah. So
And it was a couple of girls, and it was a dude that said, "That was me."
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
go along. We got off track.
Oh, no, that's
what
good.
we're
That's
remembering
good
stuff from
material.
what you're saying here.
That's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
Is standout moments, and that would definitely count as one. We've had ghosts on our show.
Yeah.
We interviewed a ghost. But the Lyric Theater was really cool. Like, even if you're not into paranormal, the history of it is amazing because that's where the infamous, like, if you look up top tornadoes in history, the Tupelo tornado from the 1920s, was it 20s? Is like in the top 10 deadliest because it came in the middle of the night. They had no early warning systems. And
It was in the 30s.
It's like a F.
30s, I think.
What's
It
the
was
biggest one? The F5? Yeah. And it came right past the Lyric Theater, and they used the Lyric Theater to store some of the bodies.
Yeah, they took the doors off the courthouse.
Yeah, and we're carrying bodies
and
in.
we're using them across the seats as tables, and that's where they were putting all the dead bodies they found, basically.
And hurt people. 56 was the Lyric Theater. I just said that. 57 was the return of Dr. Alan Brown, promoting his book Ghosts of Mississippi's Golden Triangle. That's the cool thing about all of his. He's done like 30 books, and they're all connected to like areas of the Southeast.
Well, this is the one that we're in.
Yeah,
isn't it?
he published our experience at the ordnance plant, as previously mentioned. So that was cool. And he wanted us to like write it out and send it to him. So we just did like a podcast and sent it to him. So I was like, you just take from it this is what we do. Just take from it what you will. And he translated it all into his book.
Did we ever get a copy of that book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we did.
Somewhere. 58, we revisited the Athens jail. This is around the time I realized we used to have more music on the show.
Yeah.
But it's not my fault. We ran out because we were trying to showcase local musicians, and there's only so many. Kim Coleman was in-house with us on episode 65. That was fun.
Yeah, that was the first time. That's when we met Kim. That's when our first meeting of him.
Yeah, 1817 Brewery president, owner.
Yeah.
Operator.
Master brewer.
66 and 67 was Tupelo Con 2. And then 71 was our first brewbarbecue with Kim Coleman, where we went to his house, brewed beer, and cooked food.
66 and 67 at Tupelo Con 2. Who did we interview during that one?
Who did we not?
I remember Matthew Ashley, John Anderson.
No.
Josh Turner, probably.
No, that was when y'all done the Dundee. I wasn't at Tupelo Con 2. Y'all done Dundee.
Bill Dundee.
Some other comic book guy. And I can't, we didn't do Matthew Ashley and John Anderson till HorrorCon.
That's right.
We'll get to HorrorCon in a minute. That's a big one. Huge for us. Let's see. Yeah, we did the barbecue with Kim Coleman at his house. That was fun. 72 and 73. Oh, here we go with the HorrorCon. We had... what's the promoter's name? You know him.
Jamie?
No,
Barney.
HorrorCon.
Barney.
Josh
and Barney?
Barney, yeah. We know, but Josh is his son, I think, right? Yeah, he's the one that did HorrorCon. And we had him on talking about HorrorCon. And then we had the HorrorCon episodes after that.
And that's really when we
there
met.
were 3 of them. I think there were. We interviewed Bill Mosley, Michael Berryman, Ari Hyla from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He was Leatherface in part 3. Who else?
Another
I'm
guy.
looking at that picture over there. John Anderson the first time.
That's right. He was at HorrorCon.
Josh Turner.
TKO Turner. He's been on the show several times. He messaged me out of the blue the other day.
That's one thing I missed about him. He'd do the TKO Turner
takeover.
Yeah, the TKO takeover, and it was
they'd
hilarious.
be like cleaning up the entire furniture market.
He's pulling everybody
and he's just pulling people over there. Hey, come over and get on my new podcast.
Episode 77 was Hollywood stuntman and ghost hunter Rick McCallum. He's been in a lot of movies as a stunt guy and stunt coordinator. It was good talking to him. We kept up with him and still do. After that, we probably have him on again. 79 kicked off Spooky Season 3 with an interview with Shadow Stalkers Paranormal, which later became sponsors of the show.
Yeah.
So that worked out good. We interviewed people and then got money for it.
Yeah.
Episode 80 was the interview with Prism Paranormal. I think that's one y'all were talking about.
That's the one we were talking about.
81 was a former resident of the Greg Hamilton house. Now, that's pretty good homework on our part, because the next one is when we go to the Greg Hamilton house. So getting ready for it, we had somebody that used to live there, and she would tell us about her ghostly encounters there. And we got the EVP when I walked up to the top through the top of the stairs, and I didn't hear it at the time. I heard it when I was editing, and it freaked me out because I knew at that moment, and I knew there was no one there.
Where you were at with that.
Yeah. 83 is huge for me. C.J. Graham. He played Jason in Friday the 13th, Part 6, which is my favorite. I liked episode 84. We called it Justice for the League. And this is way pre-Snyder Cut. The Justice League movie had just come out, and everybody was shitting on it. So me and Rob were defending it. And that's why we got it Justice for the League. Get it? 85 was Josh TKO Turner and Chris Yett from the Severe Distilling Company. They make vodka, I think.
I do not remember.
It's in Severe, Tennessee. 86 description. What does that mean?
These are your notes.
Let me look that up real quick. I'll have to edit out my looking it up. I think I'm gonna stop it real quick. I was gonna stop at 100, but I need a bottle of water, and you gotta pee. All right, episode 86 is where we changed our name from Kill Pop Culture to Real Pop Culture, and also I really like the description on this one because it says episode with a lot of big announcements, one of which I think is the name change, and it says we talk about everything from brewing beer to ninjas.
Yeah, the description is what you like. That was the note.
Yeah. I did like the description. I still like it.
We hadn't completely done the name changeover yet because there was 3 episodes, 2 episodes after that. 87 and 88 was still Kill Pop Culture.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, we were in the process of it then. It may not have happened instantaneously.
Yeah.
It may have been a slow change.
Because we didn't want to do it till after a con or something.
Because we still had a banner.
Well, 80, we still had a banner that said Kill Pop Culture. Well, episode 89 and 90 was Tupelo Con 3, so that would
have been it.
My foot's tangled up in this freaking cord. I'm probably making all kind of noise. There. I'm free. 91 kicks off our road to 100 with the return of Max Calder. I made a note that the image for that show is really good. A lot of people probably don't even know this. Well, you would if you're on Facebook. But if you just follow us on like Apple Podcast or Spotify, I think the image is the same for every episode. But if you actually go to our website or go to Podomatic, there's a custom graphic for each episode.
You post it on Instagram.
Yeah, and I post some of them on Instagram. Not all of them. When I think about it, I do. Yeah, follow us on Instagram. Just look at Real Pop Culture. That's us. And Max Calder, if you remember, was our first interview. And there's actually something wrong with that episode. That's the only episode that it cuts off halfway through, and I don't have an archive of it. So that was a good do-over. 92 was Chuck Rozansky, the president of the infamous Mile High Comics. Am I saying his name right?
That was a good interview.
Yeah, it was.
That.
The whole story of Mile High Comics is cool.
Yeah.
He has a copy of all the Action Comics from when Superman came. I said that all wrong, but you know what I mean.
Didn't we see him on Comic Book Men or something, and that's what made us want to reach out to him?
Yep. You're right. He had been on the show Comic Book Men, and we were like, we should get him on the show, and we did. That's what I love about having a podcast. We'll be watching TV. I was like, I bet I could get that guy. Or I bet I could get an interview with him or her. Bet they'd answer. They'd answer the call. That's another thing, and we'll get to that in a minute, but we need to do more interviews. We used to do a lot of interviews.
We need to get back into it, yeah.
We just got lazy. It's just so easy to just sit here and talk.
Not really.
When you Well, that's true. The three of us haven't been in a room together doing a podcast in like 50 episodes.
It's been a while.
It's been since y'all started building that house, and you stopped coming.
And that
over.
was in March.
There was a long period of time I didn't see Anthony either at all. But some of the times you come over, we're not podcasting. We're just
hanging out.
hanging out.
We used to podcast on Sundays or Mondays, and that's taken up with something
You
else
hardly ever bring that up. What are you talking
all
about?
the time. Well, I blame it for the podcast. We would have hit 200 like 4.5 years ago
4.5 years.
if it wouldn't have been for your Sunday and Monday activities. Because originally it was just Monday, and we still did our Sunday, but then
No, it was just Sunday.
okay, well I got it backwards then.
And it happened. We were at a stopping place in our D&D, and it's like, I want to keep going, but we ran out of time. It's like, well, what's everybody doing tomorrow? It's like, oh, well, the shit's already here, set up. Let's just come back and do it tomorrow. And then we never stopped.
Right.
It just kind of happened organically that we play every Sunday and Monday.
Well, we can bring this back up when you start talking about the future of the podcast. That you was
You
gonna
mentioned
do.
it again.
Mention
Yeah.
it.
And
Get it in 2 times in one
and
episode.
I'll bring it
that
up
you're mad
again
about it.
and tell you why.
You could play D&D with us.
What's wrong with the future? I would if y'all. Never mind. I'm not doing there. I'm not going to do it. I said
You're
I wasn't
not
gonna-
gonna shit on Fifth
I
Edition?
said I wasn't going to do it.
Is this
again.
the new
I said
Anthony?
it's the new Anthony. I'm not going to do it. I was going to say I wasn't going to shit on the 5th edition. I was going to say I would if y'all.
Well,
played
there's
it.
a new edition coming out that
I
you
was-
can shit on now.
I was going to say I would if y'all played D&D. Is what I was going to say.
But they're calling it D&D 1, I think. I guess it's a reboot,
Yeah,
and
we-
it's just like 5th edition from what
Yeah.
I've heard. I guess we'll see.
I have no problem. Y'all scratch y'all's itch if y'all.
You will not like 6th edition.
or 5th. Or,
If you don't, that's what I'm saying. If you don't like 5th, I don't think you're gonna like 6th.
or 4th.
I think you just like the one you played as a kid, and that's the only one that exists.
I wasn't having a kid. I was like, I was an adult.
Well, that's true.
I
We
was
played.
an adult.
We were playing 2nd edition. I pretty much went from 2nd to 5th, so I still.
Yeah.
I still like 2nd edition too, but
I think I went from 3rd to 5th. 3.5.
3.5.
okay. Let me ask you this on a positive note: what's your favorite edition other than 2nd, or is it 2nd or nothing?
3.5.
3.5. I heard 3.5 was kind of like a makeup for 3. Like
Well, we played 3.5 here for a
Yeah,
while.
3.5.
over at Clint's house, I think. briefly.
3.5 is probably the most popular.
Well, we played it
of
whenever
two.
Anthony was DMing for us over here.
Really? I thought
Yeah,
it-
it's 3.5 and 2nd and 3rd, kind of all first, all kind of run together for me. But yeah, I don't know what. I don't know. I like the old. I'm not a fan of the D20 system, and I know everybody says it simplifies it, but I learned all that course shit in 2nd, so I want to learn.
You learned Thaco, you're going to use
I
it.
want to use it. I don't want it simplified. So the D&D I played had advance in front of it, so that's what I want.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember playing Advanced D&D.
I played a D&D, not D&D.
Episode 93. Actor Sean South. He's been in The Avengers, Walking Dead, The Gifted, and much more.
Wasn't he one of those guys from that big ass comic book store from that we met at HorrorCon?
I think so. He was at one of the cons.
Yeah.
98 was the return of Chuck Dixon. And I remember him saying on episode 98, he said, let's don't wait. And this made me feel good because he remembered.
Yeah.
He said, well, let's don't wait a year to do it next time. So there'll be a Chuck Dixon 3.
Cool.
Go with me. There will be more Chuck Dixon on this podcast. He's got his own. Well, it's not a podcast really. It's a YouTube channel called Ask Chuck Dixon, and people just mail him in
Okay.
questions, and he answers them on the air. It's really good. I've listened to several episodes. If you're into comics or writing, and because he writes more than just comics. He writes all the time. He's like Stephen King. Like, he must write while he's asleep. 99 was a sort of a little recap, similar to this one, leading up to 100.
And there was also we were doing round the bar sessions back then.
Yep. We would sit at the bar and hang microphones from the ceiling.
Yep.
Because there were so many of us. Let's see, it would be like us 3. And
Then Rob sometimes, and
would
Clint.
Clint would be in sometimes. Who else?
Germ.
And we would all just sit around the bar over there.
Yep.
That's why we called it round the bar. And it was easier to get to our drinks.
It was that was the basis of the the new set,
con setup.
The con
Yeah.
setup.
Yep, our mobile setup that we have that we take to cons was born from that idea.
Because basically a con, when we do things, it's basically around the bar.
We're sitting around a bar. It looks like it anyway.
Yeah.
I'll let you talk a little bit about episode 100 because that's what you call the Real Pop Con.
I wasn't even a part of it much because I was cooking hot dogs and wieners.
Yep.
But we teamed up with
Big Johnny Blender
Big Johnny Blender
from Whiskey Cars and Cigars show,
And the Bearded Villains.
the Bearded Villains,
and don't forget his wife Lynn from
Gibson.
the Twisted Southern Horror Queen herself.
and we went to our local comic book store.
Yep, Arcaded Comics. We were set up in there, broadcasting live-ish. You were cooking. We had music. We had special guests.
Yeah, Rob set up acoustic set.
Rob was outside playing music. Germ was dressed up as Batman.
Jerm was dressed up
As Ant-Man.
and Ant-Man, and she was
His
China was dressed up
China
as Wasp.
was the Wasp.
He said we had the Bearded Villains there.
What's her name? Dressed up as Harley Quinn.
Cassie.
Cassie was Harley Quinn, yeah.
Quinn.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Oh yeah, that was fun. It was a big day.
Yeah.
We tried to get something like that for 200, but stars in the line.
No, we don't. We didn't have the.
Well, if 200 would have happened during better weather,
Yeah.
we might have been able to host a function like that somewhere. But
I think the timing where it was going to, but it just went, like you said, grown-up stuffs and
yeah, everything
responsibilities.
happened.
Everything.
This year has been like the worst year
Yeah.
for us podcasting.
And the proof of that is how many episodes we cranked out this year.
Yeah.
Not many, but they've all been in a row here lately. We've picked up the momentum, and we're gonna keep it going in 2024.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what's
that's the thing. That's what I said to myself. I need to, I haven't brewed beer in a while, and I just need to brew a beer. I don't care what it is. I just need to brew a beer to
The
just
200th
just to get back into that rhythm
Yeah.
of brewing beer.
episode 200 beer. Remember?
Yeah. So if we get back into the rhythm of doing a podcast, it'll be easier.
All right, that's the end of my list on my email, but I have some more.
Well, episode
On my phone.
101, we talked to the Amazon's number one best-selling author, L. Sidney Fisher. And she was talking about her haunted history tours
Which we went on.
and her books.
We went on one of them. We'll talk about later.
And we also listened, we had listeners submitted horror movie list.
That was the start of the list.
Yeah.
We're big on lists here. We still
'Cause
keep
this
that
started,
tradition
I
going.
want to say this one started our spooky season for 2018.
Yeah, that'll be spooky season 3. I'm losing count now.
Yeah. I think it's 4.
Episode 103, we did the Waverly Mansion tour, you and I.
Yeah, we did that.
That was cool. Wasn't a lot of paranormal stuff talked about because I don't think the guy was really into it, but we did get a lot of cool history about the
history
place.
of the place was kind of cool though.
But yeah, it's famously haunted. It's in several books. Now the tour I did as a kid, Miss Snow was still alive. The who owned it at the time, and she gave us the tour, and she told us all about the ghost and her encounters with it. It would call mommy, and one time I was like in the same room with her, and the lady Miss Snow probably just finally said, "Look, what do you want?" And she said, "I want my mommy." She says, "Well, your mommy's not here," and then she didn't hear.
There was no more.
There was
That's
no
the
more
last
encounters.
effort.
But now they say Miss Snow is
haunts
there.
the place now.
Yeah.
Well, my dad used to take students there when he taught at Hamilton. It was
Oh,
like
wow.
field trips. And he's seen the little girl, seen the impression on the bed. Well,
Yeah,
entire
that was the
class
big.
seen the
Yeah,
impression
that was
on
the big
bed.
thing. They would smooth the sheets out on the bed, and then her impression would
Then
fall
she-
into
yeah,
it.
where she looked like she was sitting, or she'd climb into the bed. And
Yeah, that's right. That was the whole big thing. People would straighten the sheets out and show you, and it would just like oppression of a little girl would fall right in there.
for 104, we got Clint talked about Walker Stalker Con in Atlanta because him and his wife at the time went to it. We also talked about comic book legend Stan Lee passing away.
Oh, okay, that was then. Wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I have in my notes 108, which was a big one. Master Daniel Pacina. Get over here.
No, that was a good one.
He played Scorpion. Well, he played all the ninjas.
He played all the ninjas.
In Mortal Kombat
And Johnny
1.
Cage.
He was Johnny Cage. He was all the ninjas. And I even asked him about that rumor, and I can't remember what he said. I'll go back and listen to that. He confirmed or denied that there was an alleged red ninja in the throne room. There was an urban legend that you could unlock a red ninja. Because there was, the only difference between Sub-Zero and Scorpion was it was a different color.
Well, that was, just Scorpion.
They didn't have a lot of money back then. That's the only difference between the two. And then Reptile was green. You could unlock him in the pit.
And Noob Sabat.
Was Noob Sabat in 1?
No, not in 1, no.
He was in 2.
He was in 2. Yeah, Noob Sabat spelled backwards is one of the games.
Yeah, Tobias Boone.
Yeah. 115, we're back at Tupelo Con for Tupelo Con number 4. We up to 4 now?
Yes. You skipped Railroad Festival.
Did I?
That was one.
Well, in my notes, I just did the highlights. I didn't do every episode.
Oh, yeah, I know that, but...
We kicked off spooky season again on 119 with Jason Brooks, who played Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th Vengeance, and they've since come out with Vengeance 2, who he also plays Jason. And I think he played Jason in Roseblood. I think he's played Jason in more than just the Vengeance. Of course, Vengeance is famous for having C.J. Graham in it as Elias Voorhees, who has been on our show because he played Jason in Part 6. So he's kind of moved up the family chain there. 121 takes us back to Cruising Amory 4 with Chad Houston in-house telling us all about his then new restaurant, Gemstone, and talking all about the Cruising Amory 4. I'm pretty sure we played at it in the park.
Yeah.
Cruising Amory's cool, man. It's which most towns had a loop back in the day. Like, it wasn't just Amory.
Houston had one. Calhoun City still got one.
Tupelo had a big loop.
We used to ride
around the bowling alley.
Tupelo, yeah.
Yeah, people from here would go to Tupelo to ride the loop there.
Yeah.
It's like, our loop's cool, but like we need to go to Tupelo to that loop.
Well, we met a lot of friends riding around the Tupelo loop.
But yeah, we just cruised the loop into Amory, and then the internet came along, and nobody left their house ever again. But then Chad Houston just decided to turn it into a whole thing.
Yeah, well, it blew up. Like
it blew up.
He made a post on Facebook.
Like the parents and the kids.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody comes out of the woodwork and cruises the loop on that one night. It's really cool.
And a lot now. I have
a Cruise the Loop playlist on Spotify.
And now other cities have taken the thing and doing their own.
They're like, that's cool. We need to do
on
that.
a different day. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool when you start bring something back like that and start a movement. Really, it is.
Yeah. I think it's cool.
Everybody participates.
I like it. I look forward to it.
My entire Cruise the Loop playlist is just like
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses and Poison and Kiss.
All the stuff in the
all the
news Cruising the Loop.
Yep, that's what we were listening to back then. Back in the D. That was like Sam Hagar days. It's like, hey kid, you know how old I am? I'll remember both Van Halen singers. Well, technically 3 if you want to count the third one. That's where my list ends. I need to.
All right. Well,
you gonna pick up from there? And
I'm just kind of looking through some of these.
I got to episode 121.
Let's see. Let me go back real quick.
What happened at 125? Did we do a recap there?
Well, on 123 we talked about going to hit the bell. Kill Jay's new album release.
What album would that have been?
It's 2019.
Rev Bell came out in 13.
I don't know. I'm not in the band.
I'm in that band, and I don't know what album we released in 2019.
And this is really funny. On my Podomatic, there's a lot of episodes missing.
Really? Well,
it goes to 124, then 127. It's missing 125 and 126.
The easiest way to do something like this, kids at home, if
Oh,
you want to follow
no.
along, is just go to www.realpopculture.com.
I've got it unplayed episodes, not all episodes. There we go.
123, we must have talked about it because it's got 2 red balloons as the graphic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Like-
talked about Stranger Things, It
Chapter-
Chapter 2.
Oh, yeah. The It Chapter 2 was 2 red balloons.
The new album release and music from Roses Unread.
Me and Anthony talked about He-Man on episode 124. You remember I was Beards, Beer, and He-Man is
Yeah.
in the description.
And on 125, we did a rundown of our top underrated horror movies list.
So we're back in spooky season
back in
again.
spooky season.
Yeah.
So it's another Halloween. 126. It just says Halloween horror, the unexplained, and much more. It was a brief description, but a cool graphic.
Yeah.
That must have been right at Halloween. Look how many listeners we used to get back then. What happened?
That was gonna be
127, we talked about Snyder Cut.
We talked about Negan breaking good. I guess that's around the time that
yeah.
he got out of literal jail and started being like a good guy. Have you seen the spinoff
I
with
haven't
him
seen,
and?
no.
It's actually pretty good. It's not long either. It's not gonna get in your way too much. 128 looks like we talked about The Witcher.
Yeah.
129 looks like we talked about the Joker movie with the Walking Phoenix.
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian at 130. Top TV shows and movies of 2019. That must have been a year-end cap kind of thing.
Yeah, that was in January. 131, we discussed the new Star Trek show, Picard.
That's a good show. Did you ever mess with
I
Star
never
Trek?
watched
None of it.
none of it.
Even as a kid?
I mean, no.
What did you watch? You didn't watch Doctor Who? You didn't watch Star Trek?
I played
Were you one of the
outside.
cool
I
kids?
played outside.
Did you play like sports or something?
No.
Were you in the band? You were in the band.
Yeah, I was in the band.
What'd you play?
Trumpet.
At least you played trumpet, didn't you?
Yeah.
Can you still play it?
No.
If I handed you a trumpet, you wouldn't know what to do.
I can blow. I can blow. And I can make
some
a
notes.
noise. Yeah.
We're back at Tupelo Con for episode 176. This was what pre-show was 176.
That was 2020. That was kind of a weird time. That was. 'Cause
Well, that was right before COVID.
That was
hit.
like right. Yeah. They were.
Yeah, like a week later, COVID
They
happened.
we was there.
canceled
We was there
everything.
in March, and we was thinking they was going to cancel the con, but they didn't. And then it was kind of.
Jamie was later on the show promoting another con when it came back after the pandemic, and I was like, "How close was it?" Because I remember it was like really close, and he said there was an event there the next weekend that got canceled.
They got
because of
canceled
COVID.
because like everything shut down. Because
He said he made the infamous statement that I still use to this day. He said, "There's a hole in my hat, but not in my head."
but that
So it was close.
The cheap like March 6th. I remember we shut down like 2 weeks later from work. So
Wow.
so
How much toilet paper would you have bought if you'd have known?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh yeah, so look here, we got Tupelo Con day 1, day 2, and look at the graphic on 135. The very next one is a big biohazard
Yeah, yeah.
symbol. We're in quarantine and discuss how COVID-19 is affecting pop, geek, and nerd culture.
And this is where we missed the biggest opportunity ever because nobody was working. Actors wasn't working. It was a perfect opportunity to call everybody.
And we didn't
And we didn't do nothing.
We didn't do nothing but drink.
Drink, we developed a
cooked.
very, very, very bad
So,
drinking
that was
problem. We gained
April-
a lot of weight.
2020. What was the next episode? We'll look at the
Let's see, that was 135. 136 happened.
We went from April to May.
to May.
So we were still in quarantine probably.
Yeah, that was
But WrestleMania was happening.
Yeah.
So we did a WrestleMania thing for 136.
And then 138, y'all did the fantasy WrestleMania.
And then we skip all of June.
On 139, looks like we talked about the Flash movie. Wow, what? Okay, so we were talking about the possibility of a Flash movie and the possibility of Michael Keaton being in it. being in it in 2020. And when did the movie actually come out? Like just
2023.
Well, it got delayed
this
because
year.
of COVID.
Yeah,
So
majorly.
a lot, everything did.
The whole world.
Ah.
Yeah.
Episode 141. We shame Mark for sleeping late on Brew Day.
Look at the graphic.
Yeah.
It's got Mario at the end of
Yeah.
Mario 2. You remember?
Yeah.
Did you ever beat Mario 2?
Yeah.
You would go to this scene and he was
Yeah.
asleep, and in the little bubble where it says "Real Pop Culture," it was the whole game playing out.
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
And then he woke up, like you realized that he just dreamt the whole thing.
Lord.
Did you ever hear the story about Mario 2? Mario 2 was about to get released, and they developers were like reviewing it, and they were like, "This is just like Mario 1. It's no different."
So different.
So they found this whole other game that was being developed over in Japan, and just Marioized it. They stripped the characters out and put Mario in it. That's why Mario 1 and 2 are so different from
It's
one
like one of
another.
my favorites.
Mario 2
It
is
was
one of
tough.
my favorites.
It's just hard. Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a long time to beat it, but yeah, it's nothing like part 1
But you know,
because it was a whole different game.
the original Mario character used to be in every video game. He was in Donkey Kong.
Yeah, he still is. Why did I say that?
He didn't leave.
Well, he's not in Donkey Kong Country.
Mark and Anthony talk about what broke the internet again this week and a couple of big announcements. What broke the internet that
I don't
week?
remember.
That's episode 142. Listen to it to find out.
Yeah.
They're
And then
surprises.
143, Chad Houston was back in studio talking about Cruising Amory 5 and his new restaurant, Gemstone.
Episode 144 kicked off spooky season number 4 or 5. I'm losing count.
I'm gonna say
5.
Let's just say 5.
It says big news in the Friday the 13th world. I wonder what that was. Probably the announcement of the show.
Well, that, and
Maybe.
I think the lawsuit was over.
Yeah, I bet it was about the lawsuit. Around that time would have been par. Episode 135, we do a rundown of everything we've done on previous Halloween episodes, and we go over some of our lists. I bet that's cool. I bet I'd like to listen to that.
146 was really good because that's when we work out the timeline of how old Jason Voorhees was going to be.
Yeah, that's right, because we were talking about Freddy versus Jason. I'm like, how old were they the same age when they fought?
Yeah.
It turns out they were like in their 70s, like in real time. They'd have been like 70-something years old, which the age didn't really count for them, but we just...
Yeah,
we
wanted to know.
We're nerds. Let's be honest.
147, Seeking 7 was talking about their latest song and their CD release party.
I'm just going to show you the image for 148, Anthony, and you tell me what we talked about.
Can I say it on there?
You can say it on the air.
me old boots.
The way we came up with the name of this beer because of a review a guy did it. And it was
No, he made it on. It was a
he
YouTube
made it
video,
and was
YouTube
trying
video.
it.
and that was when he said when he drank it.
And when he
Like,
took a sip, he went, "F- my old boots."
it was yeah.
He was English. That shit. We laughed so hard. So that's what we called the beer when we made it, and it was salted caramel.
It was a salted caramel stout. Yeah, it was really,
Amazing
really good.
beer. We need to make that again.
Yeah, we do.
You can tell it was good because it's long gone.
All right, now this is a pretty good timeline. 149 was on January 1st, 2021.
Okay.
We talked about the Christmas party.
Yeah, on the graphic, it's got a picture of my Jason mask, but Jason's wearing a Santa Claus hat. Sort of like my wreath outside. That I probably need to take down now. Alicia and Nikki made me a Friday the 13th wreath that's got the Camp Crystal Lake thing. It's got a little hockey mask, and I put it up for Halloween. Well, then Christmas rolled around. I went on Amazon and ordered some battery-powered lights and a little Santa Claus hat, and I just turned the wreath into a Christmas wreath to keep it going. You know how we do. Did you find anything interesting on 150, 151?
152, well, 151 was, we talked about, no, it's 151, the CD release party that Seeking 7 did.
That's a cool graphic. 150.
2, oh, no, Metallicast, yeah.
What number is that though? 86. What?
No,
No, technically it'd be 153.
Why does it say 86 right there?
no idea.
That's weird.
Because that's the one you hit play on a while ago.
Well, we call it the Metallicast because me and Sean got together and we did a rundown of all the Metallica albums from beginning until now because a new Metallica album had just dropped. And we didn't have time to finish, so we came back later and did part 2. But you got to give me credit for that graphic there. Look at that. It says Metallicast in the Metallica font. Look at that. You like that?
That's pretty cool. Now, 154 doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, it does, but I don't remember. It said we start the show off with a tribute to a fallen brother. And for the life of me, I can't remember.
I know. Unfortunately, we've made a lot of...
Yes.
Sadly, made a lot of announcements about the passing of some of our heroes, local and national. Looks like on 156, I was showing off my D&D championship.
Yeah, we talked about the...
That's an actual picture of my plaque there.
We talked about our appearance at the
Fred Grass
Memorial and how we
gaming
walked
festival.
in.
Yeah.
How cool is that we had a gaming festival?
Okay, Clint put that on, didn't he?
Yeah.
Was part of that?
Well, he was part of it, yeah. He did the D&D tournament
Yeah.
that I won. Me and Keli were the final 2.
Oh.
And just to show it's not rigged, there was other people in the tournament.
What was bad is all these guys, at this time, they were playing every weekend. Me and Mark hadn't played in years at that time.
I remember I was working then, so I couldn't.
The 20-sider that I use to this day is the one I used in that tournament because I rode like 3 natural 20s.
Cool.
In one session. I mean, how often
Against
does
me.
that happen? Yeah, a couple of them were against you.
In 2021 TupeloCon.
Yeah, we're back at TupeloCon. We got 2 episodes there. 164. Is there anything going on there? Oh, we're talking about that Titans show. I quit watching it, not because I hated it. I just kind of fell off.
Dakota Clayton, that's who had passed away.
Yep, because 165 is a tribute to him.
In 66, you
Look
and
at
Anthony
that,
talked
man.
about.
That's a great graphic.
Yeah.
On 166, we need to get a magnet made of that.
Yeah.
There's a company that'll take your Instagram photos and make magnets out of them.
Okay.
And I need to go through and pick out a few of our favorite graphics.
The 167, we start the spooky season.
Yeah, buddy. What do we do on 67?
We just talk
I
about
don't think
October
much.
is upon us.
Yeah.
Oh, 168's a big
Tom
one.
Matthews, yeah.
Tom Matthews from Return of the Living Dead Part 1, 2, and Friday the 13th Part 6. He played Tommy Jarvis. I'm pretty sure he did a
Bumper.
Let me listen to it real quick. That's the old music. Oh, we were still Kill Pop Culture.
No, I think
One here that has thought about this or noticed it. We were talking about Dollar General.
Maybe he didn't do a bumper.
I put the wrong.
You put the wrong music in there?
Yeah.
That's funny, because we had been Real Pop Culture for a while at that point.
Yeah.
You just put the wrong music on there.
You know, at Dollar General, they've always got the stuff outside. They got like.
Well, I don't hear a bumper. I think he did one though. This is what happens when you can tell I've ran out of my list and I'm editing on the fly. That's a cool image. We're 169. We're back at the spooky season. Of course, Tom Matthews was part of that too.
Yeah, but this was when we went to that house in Aberdeen that Prism Paranormal was doing, that the ghost tour, the walkthrough, and they did that seance, and
Okay.
we sat like 3 hours going through this thing.
Yeah, I didn't really want to be a part of the seance, but it just kind of happened. We got
That's
I don't
when
know,
he was
like,
sending out
we got trapped.
He put this this meter and was passing it around, and wherever it went off at was supposed to be telling you what was going on in people's heart,
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Oh, well, you must have lost somebody," and they're like, "Yeah." And it comes to me, and I go head to toe, and it only goes off on my crotch. And he
Your
was like,
underwear is haunted.
he was like, "Have you lost anybody?" I was like, "No." Yeah, do it again, and it still goes off right there. And he's like, I really don't know what to say about that.
You have haunted drawers. Look at the image from 171.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool because you interviewed the owner of Change, the skateboard shop in Tupelo. I like that font. That's cool. I need to use that more. I think I used to do a better job on the images. I kind of ran out of material though. Looks like episode 174. We're talking about He-Man again. Look at that. He-Man's winking at you.
Yeah, this was our start to the road to 200.
Yeah.
175 was definitely.
Yeah.
176 we were talking about Vox Machina. 77 was Robert Pattinson's Batman. We were talking about that. I'm going over these briefly because these are pretty recent, so there's really no point in. We must have talk about wrestling in 179.
Well, 178, we talked about our trip to Tennessee. Was that for Sean's wedding?
Must have been. Well, we must have mentioned Top Gun in episode 180 because I got Tom Cruise on the cover giving us a thumbs up. He wasn't on the show, surprisingly. Right?
Right.
And then 181.
We're back at Tupelo Con.
Tupelo Con episode.
Okay, because then the next two are Tupelo Con Day 1, Tupelo Con Day 2. So that would have been 2022.
Yep.
Yeah, because we skipped 23's con. So that'd be the last con we went to. We
talk about horror movies in 186. So we must have been. Oh, this is September. Okay, that's why.
Close enough.
We're getting close to spooky season here again.
Well,
there's the gas station.
Yeah, you went to the Texas.
We went to the
chainsaw gas station in 187,
where they filmed Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was cool. It's now a gift shop. Somebody's restored it to the way it was in the movie. And what is it the sign says? I can't read it in that picture. I've got a sticker and a magnet of it too.
Slaughterhouse Barbecue or something.
Yes, Slaughter Barbecue or something like that. That's really cool. And we talked about in the next episode the Iron Maiden concert.
Yeah.
Then 189 is Halloween season still. We're doing lists.
And 190 we do the tribute to Kevin Conroy.
Wow, we jumped right into December because the graphic on 191 is from a still shot from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, we went from November 27th to December 28th.
Yeah, we skipped. We just blew past Thanksgiving and everything.
That's why we have our big jumps during the holiday season.
This holiday season we've been good though.
Yeah, yeah.
As we record this, it's December the 30th. So it's New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
It's the eve of New Year's Eve. It's 8 o'clock. I probably need to go soon because I got to go get some beer.
Yeah, 193 started our 2023 year.
So we were on the road to 200 a minute.
A long time.
We've been chasing this number for a while. Okay, so on episode 194, I put a still shot of Terminator, the first Terminator, and it says, "We're back." Get it? I'll be back.
Yeah,
we're finally back just in time for Halloween. Talk about everything we missed and our plans going forward. 195, what are we doing here?
Horror movies.
Horror movies. Lists.
And that's the list we put on Facebook.
Look at the image for 196. That's cool as hell. I've still got it. And then 197, it seems like we just did this the other day, where this was coming into Thanksgiving. Of course, 198, 199, if you're listening to this, you probably listened to those, so I don't have to recap them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that brought us up to 200. Wow. Cue the applause. I'll edit it. I'll amplify what you just did.
Yeah.
Make it sound good.
And duplicate it a lot.
I was just looking. I was like, when did we do that? But that's another podcast that's advertising.
It's a lot of talking.
Top 25 greatest movie sex scenes of all time. Hey, I wonder who did that.
I'm sure it's
I
one
say,
of those.
don't look at me.
But look at that image.
I can't see that far.
Well, let's just say it's not family
Don't
friendly.
click on it.
Yeah, don't click on it if you don't want your if you're at work. It's not work safe. All right, so what are we gonna do? Are we gonna? What is this? We're at 2 hours.
We're at 2 hours.
We're gonna call this episode 200A, and then we're gonna do a 200B.
Yeah.
So episode 200 is gonna be 2 episodes.
I'm sure.
That sounds right.
Yeah, they should.
One episode for each 100 we did.
Each 100 we did. Because I'm going to head out.
Yeah, me too.
You're leaving too?
Yeah. I kept telling you that yesterday.
But I kept telling you I disagreed.
Well, and I kept telling you, I'm sorry you're disagreeing.
I used to have some pull around here.
You used to be on time. Never mind. I just made that up. It never
Yeah,
happened.
you just made that up.
It never happened.
New year, new me.
You going to be on time next year?
Next year.
That's because we're going to lie about what time we're starting.
What are we gonna do in the next part? Just have a regular show.
You said you was going to talk about
Our plans going forward.
plans going forward. Was that like a meeting, or was that something you was going to discuss?
It can be a meeting.
Yeah.
We've had successful meetings before.
Yeah, we have. We need to have more.
Yeah, we need to go back to having them again.
Yeah. Saturdays at 3:30.
I think going forward, I want to start doing interviews again.
Yeah.
One new thing we've already started that I'm enjoying is the after show.
The after shows are cool. Oh, yeah.
Well, and we've got 2 video episodes.
Yeah,
That's what you need.
That was fun.
We need some cameras up in here.
we're gonna do that when I build the new computer, which will be soon.
Yeah.
I've got a computer I've got to build for somebody, and then when I get done with it, I'm gonna start on the one for out here. This computer it's not rendering video good because it's just an old piece of crap computer.
Yeah.
So, all right, the next time you hear our lovely voices, will we be in the same room again? Is that even possible?
I honestly don't know.
They took a lot of holiday
Yeah.
planning and summoning. You know we're having a party tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
For New Year's. We're going to shoot fireworks. And you're not going to be able to see them from Houston if you're not here.
Well, like I said, the original plan was last night was both, and
No.
I'd already made plans with the family, so that and I got a lot of land to start back clearing tomorrow.
It'll be there when you get there.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna be able to do it hungover.
It's too wet right now.
No,
Yeah, it's way too wet.
it's perfect with that
This is
bucket.
not podcast material.
Yeah, I'm trying to sign off, but I don't know how because I don't know if this is the end of the show or the end of a segment.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I say we can just go ahead and sign off.
Just say sign off.
We'll just sign off. If you hear more, that's just bonus.
There you go.
Or it'll probably be on the next episode, actually. We've got enough for a show. Thanks for listening to Real Pop Culture, episode 200. Episode 200A, technically. We've been broadcasting for 200 episodes live. Which is not true. From high atop the first and only floor of the Killj headquarters
Which is also not
at the
true.
Killj Ranch. Love you, bye.
Love you, mean it.
No kisses today. Bye. I might have to float.
Don't kiss me, I'm contagious.
Kiss nose.